welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. This one, a matchup between two teams from Virginia, where bragging rights in the Commonwealth are at stake. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Dukes will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Liberty's offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Flames are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Flames line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So James Madison's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football.
Right down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Dukes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Sluka. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Snags it. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Dukes are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun. Quickly complete. And he will Madison.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Using his legs, it's Gray. Turning it on. Quick step and go. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Flames with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Flames are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Sluka. The sure hands, it's Alston. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Finds his man. It's Ellis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Dukes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a crease. It's Gray. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Sluka. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Swings it out to the flat.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Sanchez. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Sluka. Got his man quickly. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll do it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Touchdown, Dukes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
And the Flames will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. The give on the inside. Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Scanning the field, it's Sluka. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Catch in the middle. It's Alston. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Dukes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sluka. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Flames come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks the tackle. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Sluka. Steps away. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
Back to throw. It's Vasco. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little...
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Finally, now the fans can get a little bit excited. This offense hasn't done anything. 0 points in the game, but finally completes the big pass down the field, makes the big game.
The Flames are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Blue. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Blue. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Flames line it up with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Vasco. Under fire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.